Hey, what's going on, folks? This your boy New Jack coming at you live. So, wide receiver Dez Bryant has announced that if he doesn't get a contract extension by tomorrow, because the deadline is tomorrow for him to sign his franchise tag tender. If he doesn't get a contract extension by the Dallas Cowboys, then he's going to hold out for the remainder of the NFL season. My response to that is that the Dallas Cowboys needs to give Dez Bryant his money. He deserves it. He deserves Calvin Johnson money. They need to give this man his money. Why do y'all think DeMarco Murray left to come to Philadelphia? Because Jerry Jones didn't want to pay him. And Dez Bryant, y'all going to mess around? He's going to be next to be headed out the door. And then the damn thing the Dallas Cowboys organization can do about it. Y'all keep playing around. Dez Bryant is going to be next to be out the door. The Dallas Cowboys need to go ahead and give Dez Bryant his money. They need to go ahead and give Dez Bryant his money. I'm talking about Calvin Johnson money. Because y'all need Dez Bryant this season. Without Dez Bryant, the Dallas Cowboys are not going to make the playoffs. In the last 3 NFL seasons, Dez Bryant has more touchdowns than Calvin Johnson. Dez Bryant has 41 touchdowns, and Calvin Johnson has 25 touchdowns in the last 3 NFL seasons. Even though Calvin Johnson has more receptions and receiving yards than Dez Bryant, but touchdowns and points matters more. And Dez Bryant has more touchdowns than Calvin Johnson in the last 3 NFL seasons. So the Dallas Cowboys needs to stop playing around and give Dez Bryant his money. And I know y'all Dallas Cowboys fans don't want to go back to the 1993 season when Emmitt Smith held out. The Dallas Cowboys started 0-2 when Emmitt Smith held out. And when Emmitt Smith got his money, the Cowboys won their 4th Super Bowl that year. I'm not saying that if Dez Bryant gets his money, that y'all be going to the Super Bowl. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is y'all have a good opportunity to go to the Super Bowl with Dez Bryant on your roster. Because without Dez Bryant being on your roster, the Dallas Cowboys are not going to make the playoffs this year. They're not going to do anything without Dez Bryant being in that lineup. Y'all heard it from me. And what is up with Jerry Jones that he doesn't want to pay his top playmakers? Like back in the 90s, Emmitt Smith held out. And Michael Irvin was going to hold out until he received his money. But back in the 90s, he paid Troy Aikman early, and he paid Jay Novacek early, back in the 90s. Nowadays, DeMarco Murray, he didn't want to pay him. Now DeMarco Murray is with the Philadelphia Eagles. He doesn't want to pay Dez Bryant now. But he gave Tony Romo a contract, and he gave Jason Witten a contract. Something is wrong with that picture. Something is very wrong with that picture. And for the Cowboys fans on here, me being the Eagles fan, I don't like y'all, but when I do videos like this, I'm speaking the truth here. I am speaking the truth. So I don't need y'all ranting me and leaving me crazy comments. Because every time when I do a Cowboys video, and 97% of the time, I am right. But y'all still thumbs down my video. Which I don't care if y'all do. But when I do videos like this, I'm speaking the truth. Without Dez Bryant this year, y'all know it just as well as I know it. Y'all are not going to make the playoffs without Dez Bryant. So what I'm saying right now, the Dallas Cowboys need Dez Bryant more than Dez Bryant needs the Dallas Cowboys. So the Cowboys organization needs to go ahead and pay Dez Bryant his money. Go ahead and give him a Calvin Johnson kind of contract because he is that good. And he has proven that through the past 5 years, ever since he's been drafted by the Dallas Cowboys. He can be a knucklehead off the field, but on the field, he gives it 110% every time. And y'all know this. So I don't need y'all leaving me crazy comments. Oh, New Jack, you don't know what you're talking about. And like I said, when I do videos like this one I'm doing right now, 97% of the time, I am right. So y'all can keep that. But to the Dallas Cowboys fans, we'll see what happens. Hey, I hope Dez Bryant gets his money, because I would like to see some competition in our division. Because without Dez Bryant, y'all not going to do anything this year. I'm just being real now. So I don't need y'all leaving me crazy comments. You know, I don't need that. Because y'all know I'm telling the truth. Other than that, I hope everybody's having a good day. I'm going to go ahead and end this video. To the Cowboys fans, all I can say is, hey, cross y'all fingers, because y'all going to need Dez Bryant this season. Y'all don't want him to miss no games. So y'all need to give Jerry Jones a call, send him an email, and tell Jerry Jones to go ahead and pay this man his money. End of the story. Go ahead and pay Dez Bryant his money, because the Cowboys organization needs Dez Bryant more than Dez Bryant needs them. Y'all remember that. But until then, y'all take care, and I'll talk to y'all later.